Richard Clark is a regular visitor to hospitals, but he's not ill and he's not paid.
When you're discharged, we'll provide a service that will give you support for about 6 weeks.
Oh, right.
In terms of maybe helping do some shopping, making you feel less socially isolated.
He's one of thousands of volunteers working within the NHS.
Sometimes, of course, you get a situation whereby someone can go home and could go home, is past medically fit to go home and can't because they haven't got the infrastructure there to allow them to do that. And I think that's where volunteers and voluntary organisations and charities come into it. Would you need some transport for that?
Yeah.
At Glenfield Hospital in Leicester, Richard helps patients about to be discharged. But there are now calls for more volunteers to be deployed in accident and emergency departments to help relieve pressure there. 15 charities, including the Red Cross, the Royal Voluntary Service and AIDS UK, want to see more volunteers in A&E departments. They want to target 29 hospitals they consider most at risk and in need of extra support.
This is not about us doing medical tasks. It's about supporting frail elderly people while they're in a casualty department. This is a targeted intervention in the 29 hospitals that face the highest demand.
Dr Steve Jones is an A&E consultant at Manchester Royal Infirmary. Here, a pilot scheme with volunteers from AIDS UK is already underway. He would welcome more unpaid support.
I think there is an awareness issue. I think certainly medical staff and nursing staff in acute departments such as my own focus very much on the medicine and their job is the medical side of it. And I don't think they're aware of the services that are out there. I think having third sector organisations come in is actually a really positive thing.
Others are more cautious.
Well, as we're in a pretty desperate state of affairs, I can well understand why hospitals are looking for any help that they can get. It's not a long-term solution. So however well intended these organisations are, and certainly Red Cross, WRVS are great organisations, it really isn't the answer to this difficult position we're in.
The College of Emergency Medicine, which seeks to ensure high-quality care in A&E, said that whilst volunteers from charities provide valuable extra support, this is not the answer to the ongoing problems in emergency care.
Some people have said that it should be only fully trained medical staff who are working in A&E. What do you say to that?
If volunteers can just add that bit of extra value, as they do in other areas of the NHS and out in the community, I think that's a real plus.
You get to a point when you're in hospital where you just want to speak to someone, not necessarily medical reasons.
I think it might be a good idea for the hospitals because we need something like this.
The Department of Health has said it's considering the proposals. More than £700 million has been pledged this winter for more doctors, nurses and beds. But many believe volunteers are an untapped resource that could help A&E departments. Tim Muffet, BBC News.